Record button. All right, so now we're recording. So do you want to start, Angela, or?
Sure. Yep, I'll start. So as you all know, we're talking about the very, very, very scary topic of recruiting. So I kind of wanted to go a little bit over with you guys kind of what I talked about in one of my videos this week, kind of like a little review, just because I know that in the beginning, recruiting can be super, super, super scary. Especially because of rejection. And I know that it's very hard to take no's. It's very hard not to take no's personally. But you have to remember that they're saying no to the opportunity, not to you. And it's not for everybody, and you have to be okay with that. But I also want you guys to look at it in a different way because, coaching has most likely changed your lives in one way or another, whether it's helped you get healthier, lose weight, maybe it's helped you financially, or you've gained some awesome friends like me and Sam have. So whatever it is, it's impacted your life in a really positive way. So you have to think of it this way. Why would you want to keep anybody from possibly benefiting from the same things that you've gone through? I mean, it's a great opportunity and it's changed your life. So why wouldn't you want to share that with other people? So just think of it that way. It's like you're giving a gift to someone else. And, if they tell you no, it's okay. But when you find the right people, it can literally change their lives. I know that for me and Sam, it's changed our lives drastically. I might sound like a broken record, but I struggled with depression, anxiety, panic attacks, the works before I became a coach. I was super unhappy, super unhealthy. And when I became a coach, all of that started to change. So the best way to reach out to people is to find your market. And when I say that, you need to find people that you can relate to. So when you're posting about coaching, you need to be posting how coaching has relieved your stress, how your panic attacks have stopped, how you've lost 20 pounds, or you're healthier, your blood pressure's gone down, whatever it is that coaching has helped you with. Post about it, because those are the people that you are going to attract. So that's what I mean when I say find your market. You're most likely going to find the people that struggle with the same problems with you. You're going to attract those people because they see how it's relieved you of that stress, of all those problems, and they're going to want in. So that is basically, what I talked about in my video. And that's the real important thing. When you find your market, kind of think of it as you're looking for yourself. You need to speak to them like you would speak to yourself or your best friend, someone you really care about. And, they're going to be able to relate to you in that way. So that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, no, awesome. Just to kind of add on to that, because I actually just found my list of 10 characteristics, what I'm looking for in a coach or a challenger. For the challenger especially, it kind of goes hand in hand. So, like Angela said, the people who I am trying to market towards or try to reach out to are people who are struggling with self-esteem, body issues, who are fed up with being depressed and being sad, who are wanting to make a positive change in their life, who hates going to the gym to where people watch you work out and you feel so self-conscious and everything, who is depressed and they are in an unhealthy relationship with food. So I try to reach out to those people because I had that personal experience myself. So I always try to find people who are like me. That way I can help them in their journey. When it comes to coaches, I highly suggest you write down 10 characteristics that you are looking for in a coach. So my characteristics, I'll tell you my characteristics of who I'm looking for. So 1 is someone who is confident. 2, someone who is passionate, who is driven, goal-oriented, dedicated, motivated, focused, someone who is coachable, someone with a sense of humor, and someone who is creative. So when we talk about coaches, that's who I kind of look for and try to give them the opportunity of coaching. So I just want to add on a little bit to Angela. So today, if you haven't seen my video today, definitely go watch it. But I basically talked about how to tell somebody about the business, because it's kind of scary in a way. You know, we as new coaches are so focused on inviting to challenge groups. And so we get to the point where it's like, if somebody has a question about challenge group, we know it, we can answer them back, and we feel confident about that. So now we're in a place where we have to switch our mindsets to not just focus on challenge groups, but also focus on our team and building our team. So it can be very scary. It can be very like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what to say, because, you know, when we're first starting out, we might not have that confidence. So it's building that confidence. So, you know, it's giving them those little breadcrumbing. You know, in the video I talk about breadcrumbing, and just give little insights of what coaching has helped you with. So for me, you know, I'll talk about like my self-confidence. I will talk about before I became a Beachbody coach to after becoming a Beachbody coach, and the transformations that I've had, both physical and mental. I'll talk about the income, because, you know, I'm starting to be able to build my team, and I'm making extra income every single week, which is fantastic. Who does not want to do that? I'm able to get myself healthier. I'm able to, you know, I'm able to be a part of a community of such positive and wonderful people. So it's giving like those little insights. And so I kind of talk about, which I don't know if I talked about in the video, but objections. Let's be honest, every single day we will get an objection. It is going to happen. Me and Angela get objections, and like Angela said, sometimes, you know, we take it personal, but don't take it personal. Move up and move on. You know, if they don't want this opportunity right now, it's not personal. It's not directed towards you. Whenever someone gives me an objection, I kind of ask them, so let's say someone asks, you know, Sam, how much is a challenge pack? I say, how much do you think the challenge pack is? Or, you know, what is it worth to you to be happy, to be healthy, to be able to make an extra income? Like, what is that worth to you? And so I try to ask them questions and try to figure out, you know, I want the answer. I want to give them the answer that they're looking for. So it's just basically getting out of that comfort zone and being consistent. I talked in the video of, you might make your first coaching post and you might hear crickets, and no one's going to post on it. No one's going to like it or comment on it. And that is fine. Don't get stressed, and don't worry about how many likes and how many comments you get on every single post. Because if I'm someone and I'm watching you, I might not like or comment every single time you post something, but I'm still watching you of what you're doing. So now I might not want to do the coaching opportunity, but 2 months, 6 months down the road, I still see you rocking this business, making this income, you know, living this awesome life, and I want a piece of that. So I'm going to reach out to you because I see the success that you're having. And so it's about being consistent, and just, you know, sometimes it takes time for people to really trust you and to really invest in you. And that's what, you know, new coaches, new challengers, they're investing in you, and because they see that you're a leader and that, you know, they want to be a part of something amazing, because this business is so amazing. So that is all I kind of have for my video. Sorry, I'm kind of ranting, but yeah. So, hello? No?
Sorry, my internet connection was unstable and everybody paused, so I thought that I was.
You're fine. You're good.
I was like, okay. I wanted to add. Were you done? Sorry, I couldn't hear because you were paused. Okay. I wanted to add a little bit to what Sam said. When you're looking for the characteristics of what you want your coaches to be, you know, like passionate, confident, you know, all those things. It's also important to know that you attract the type of people that you are. So if you need to work on your confidence, or if you need to work on how driven you are or how focused you are, then that's something you need to work on, whether that's through personal development or whatever, because you need to understand that that's what we were taught. You make the list of the characteristics, and if that's the type of quality you want in a coach and you realize that you're not there yet, that's something you need to work on. So that's kind of just something I wanted to go over, just because when you were talking about that, Sam, I remembered that Bonnie had mentioned that, and I thought it was really important to mention, but that's all I wanted to add to that. So, hold on. Let's see. So what are we talking about next, Sam? I know I'm going to talk about the onboarding system, but we wanted to go over a few things about, you wanted to go over about posting with confidence and stuff like that.
Yeah, I can do that, and then talk about forming and stuff, definitely. So like I said, posting, it can be very kind of scary for us. Angela said, we attract people who we want to attract, and people respond to people who give off confidence and give off that positivity. And so you're going to attract what you give out. So it's very important to, get excited about the opportunity, show your passion for what you are doing, because you're going to attract those people who want the same things that you're doing. I think it's very important that you have a strong belief in the products that Beachbody has and Beachbody as a company. We are a company who are focused on having people live a happier and healthier life. Bottom line, there's no pills, there's no, lose weight in 5 days, 20 pounds in 5 days. It's, putting that effort in that dedication and just working on, yourself and, inviting people to come along, because let's be honest, I think we can all give a huge list of things that Beachbody has done for us. I know I can probably write a novel of all the things that Beachbody has done. It's amazing. So we have to share that with everyone. So being confident. It's funny because, I don't know if I've talked about this before, but Lindsay Matway, she always said that in the beginning of her business, even though she didn't have a team, by her being confident and by her reaching out and, having all of this positivity and all of this motivation to keep going, people looked to that and they thought that she was already a huge coach. There's been times where I've only been actively coaching since July, and I've gotten messages of, hey, did you quit your job? Are you just coaching now? And it's because I'm confident and I'm showing them, hey, this is what coaching does. I still work a full-time job. So, it's kind of hard for me to post all the time. And, everybody has everything going on in life. I try to be consistent as much as I can. And I try to give those little nuggets, those little breadcrumbs of coaching, because that's what people are attracted to. So being confident. I want to talk about, before we get into the onboarding, but I really want to talk about the conversations that we have with our potential coaches. We talk about FORM, which is family, occupation, recreation, and the message. But if you watch Katie's Recruiting with Confidence video, we also talked about CUP and SIGN. So CUP is connect, uplift, and praise. And then SIGN is strengths, interests, goals, and needs. So when we are talking to potential coaches, we don't want to just send them the link, get them signed up, and that's that. We need to build a relationship with them. We need to ask the questions. Anytime I have somebody that's like, hey, I'm interested in this opportunity, I say, awesome. What interests you? What kind of brought your attention to this post? And they'll tell me, about the extra income, getting healthier. So I ask them, well, what are your fitness goals? What do you currently do? What are your current workouts? Financially, if you can make an extra $500, what would that do for your family? What are your financial goals that you want? Are you wanting to be able to work from home and stay or spend more time with your family or go on vacations with your children? So it's about building those relationships, because I think that's very, very important. It makes this business personable, and this business is personable. We're not here just to sell things and to get people, and to make money. We always say, first and foremost, it's about helping others. So if you're in this just for the money, you're not going to go anywhere. It's about helping and wanting to share this opportunity with others. So we have to form them. We have to cup them. We have to, see what their strengths are, see what their interests are, their goals that they have, and then give them the answers that they're looking for. So if someone is, wanting to make extra income every single month and wanting to be able to work at a home, then that's when we come in and we offer them, hey, like I think this would be a great opportunity for you. Our workout program, you can do it for 30 minutes. The eating plan is simple, and you can kind of go into whatever program that you want to, describe to them. But it's really just about making this personable. So I always tell people, I get this question a lot, like, what products are you selling? To me, it's not about selling anything. It's about including people, because I want to pay this forward to others, because I have seen such a benefit in coaching. And so I want to pay that forward to others, because I know what they can do with this opportunity. So that's just a little bit about forming and signing. And I always try to have 5 conversations before I offer the opportunity to them. So definitely try to go back and forth, 5 times minimum of what they're looking for, then really get into the Beachbody whole aspect of it. If they ask questions about the compensation plan, how do you make money, how does this whole thing work, then that's when I kind of start talking to them about that. Oh, Angela jumped off, or maybe her internet got disconnected again. So that is about the forming. I'm going to go ahead and start talking about onboarding a little bit until Angela gets back on with us. Onboarding. This is crucial to your business, is onboarding, and again, making sure that you are confident. If I am one of your new coaches that you're signing up, and you're like, well, I think I'm going to put you in some training. After that, we might have you join me in a challenge group. It doesn't come off as as if you're a confident person and a coach that is, a coach that knows what they are doing. So it's very important that you have an onboarding system. And actually, Angela will be talking about this more tomorrow. But making sure that you have, a welcome email, or you have a welcome video to send them, to make sure that they get a checklist that you have them do the 7-day start to their business. Also, making sure that you're plugging them into training and say, hey, next Monday, I'm starting new training. I'm going to put you in there. That way we can get you started. Also, a getting started right call is very imperative. I love talking to people over the phone. I don't like texting or messaging, because I don't think it's very personable. But when I get to actually talk to someone on the phone, I can ask them, okay, what specific goals do you have? Your fitness goals, your financial goals, why is it important for you to succeed in this business? Like, why is it important to you to be able to have your own business? I also tell them to visualize their life, because a lot of times we don't get asked, Susie, dream big. I want you to tell me where your life would be in 5 years if you were making $1 million a year or 6-figure income, and you have the option to work or not, or, you could spend as much time with your family and friends. Like, what would your life look like? And a lot of times, I get people that are like, I don't know, because they've never been asked to dream big before. They've never been asked to, visualize their life like that. And so that's where I come in, and I tell them, because I'm honest, you are capable of so many things. If you want to run and build a business, I will be right there with you. I will be helping you every step of the way. So it's just about getting to know their specific goals. And also, too, what I have started doing with my coaches is I will actually have a one-on-one call every single week with my coaches. It's only 20 minutes. It's very business oriented, but it's, what are you struggling with? What are you doing well with? What can I do to help you, achieve your goals? And then also too, I give them like a call to action for the week. So if they are if they're a Success Club 4 and, it's a goal of theirs to hit Success Club 6, I'm going to push them to get there. Also too, if I might tell them, my goal for you this week is to invite 3 to 5 people every single day. I want to see lists. The business activity tracker, if you have not seen it, you should definitely go in the online office and look for it because it is phenomenal at tracking your business. And that is very helpful when it comes to these one-on-one calls. I'm actually going to start using it because it's phenomenal. But definitely having those one-on-one phone calls, because that shows that you're interested and you're investing your time in your new coaches and you want to see them succeed. So, I don't know if you've ever had a job that, your boss talks to you one-on-one every single week to help you reach your goals. I personally don't have that. But I think it's super important in this business to really connect and really build that friendship with your coaches and just show them that you care about them, because we do. We care about every single one of our coaches because we want the best for them. So making sure that you have an onboarding system is imperative in your business, and being confident in that onboarding system. So after onboarding, we're going to be talking about our drill down and our placement and the importance of placements. So in the Coach Online office, you will watch some videos of how to place your coaches. It's very important to make sure that we are kind of, if you have a spouse, make sure they go on your weak leg. We'll talk about weak legs, strong legs, all that kind of stuff, because it might be so foreign to you, which is perfectly fine. But it's just getting in the habit of looking at your drill down every single day. That way you know what's going on in your business. If you see a coach that's about to be inactive, you can reach out to them and say, hey, I noticed that you're about to be inactive. Are you getting a new Shakeology soon? But it's just making sure that you're being on top of your business. Nikki Johnson actually made this awesome video and this awesome tracking chart of how she tracks your business. And it's phenomenal. Any kind of business owner, you should be tracking your business every single week, if not every single day, to see what is going on, who needs help, and reaching out to them, because it's only going to benefit you in the long run. So that is about drill down and the importance of placement. Like I said, these videos are coming later on the week, so they'll make more sense when you watch them. But I'm just giving you kind of a little sneak peek when it comes to that. So the last thing that we're going to talk about is setting goals for recruitment. Now, last week's video, we always talked about our vision boards and, setting goals. And you should be setting goals every single week. So for me personally, for this month of October, I have a goal of recruiting 4 coaches. So I have 3 more to go. And I think one of them, I have another one signing up today or tomorrow, hopefully. But it's just making sure that you can start off small if you want. If you just want to do 1 or 2 coaches every month, and then once you consistently get 1 or 2 coaches, then you can do, hi, how are you? And then you can do like 3 to 4 coaches. But it's basically making sure that you're setting your goal each and every month of how many coaches do you want to recruit. So that's imperative, and that's what we'll talk about also, is recruiting. So hi, Angela.
Hi, I don't know what happened. My internet sucks and I couldn't get back on for a while.
No, you're fine. We kind of went
What did I miss?
I'm sorry?
Oh, I just said, what did I miss? Sorry.
Well, I did kind of go over onboarding a little bit, and the drill down and setting goals, because I didn't know if you were going to be able to come back.
No, it's fine.
But, if there's anything that you want to talk about, the floor is yours.
Okay. Did you already talk about like the three steps for after you recruit?
I talked about like the welcome email, the training, and the get started right call. So I don't know if there's one that was different or not.
No, those are basically the things that I talked about. Let me see if there's anything on my notes that I want to add in, but yeah, sorry guys. I had this whole thing planned to talk about, and then my internet decided it didn't want me to. So, um, well, the whole thing with the onboarding system is basically, I don't know exactly what Sam covered because I was gone, but it's important to have because you want that confidence to shine through to the people that you get on board with you. Because even if you don't know exactly what you're doing, you're not an expert yet, you still don't want to sign someone up and not know what to do with them. Because if you don't know what you're doing, that's definitely going to show through, just like confidence will show through. So when you have a system set up and you know that when you sign up a coach, you know that you can say, hey, I'm going to send you your welcome email so I can show you the next steps to get started. And then I want to schedule a getting started right call with you and get you into a training group so we can get you started. That shows confidence, like, hey, this girl knows what she's doing. She knows how to train me and help me be successful, and I'm ready to go. Whereas if they ask you, hey, I'm so excited, what's next? And you're like, let me get back to you. They're probably going to be like, oh, okay. So that momentum is going to be gone. So you want to get them while they're still excited and be like, I'm going to send you a welcome email. And schedule a getting started right call as soon as possible because you don't want to wait because too much time goes by, same thing, momentum is gone. And what I do is I schedule one right away. As soon as they message me back like, hey, I'm good to go, I'm a coach, I'm like, awesome, I'm going to send you your welcome email right now and let's schedule a getting started right call because I want to talk to you about your goals, and your reasons for coaching so I can help guide you in the right direction and get you started. And then I'll just ask them, what's a good day and time to talk? It'll take about 15, 30 minutes, depending on, what we talk about. Did you cover things like, 10 minutes already? That's fine. Sam, did you cover things to ask and getting started right calls?
Yes, I didn't mute myself. Yes, yeah, I talked about setting goals and getting to know what their goals are, and both physical or both fitness and financial. I also talked about, I asked them to visualize their life if they were able to make, six-figure income. What would your life look like? How could they benefit from this opportunity? Where are they? Just getting to know what their goals are. And also I talked about how I set up I've been starting up weekly one-on-one calls. So that way every single week we kind of go over last week and what we can help our new coaches with. That way we can definitely help them grow their business faster and help them succeed, that much more. So.
Okay. One thing I wanted to add to that too is I always kind of give my coaches an assignment. If you're one of my coaches, you know what I'm talking about. Just because I feel like it's, for me, it works better when someone tells me, especially when I'm starting something new, like, okay, this is your first goal, rather than kind of just sending me on my way to give me some kind of guidance. So I always tell my new coaches, your first goal is to help 3 people this month. So that's what I always talk about that on my Getting Started Right call. Because if they help 3 people, their first month, they're going to make Success Club. And they're going to make back pretty much what they paid for their challenge pack to sign up. And that's going to be incentive right there. If they make back what they paid for their challenge pack in the first month, that's going to be incentive to keep going. So it's like, wow, I signed up as a coach a few weeks ago and I just got a check for $140. So I like to set that as their first goal, especially if they have financial goals. Their first goal would be, okay, your first goal then is to make back what you paid for your challenge pack. So I cover that, and I also too I go a little bit over briefly Emerald. I just kind of like to tell my coaches about what the first rank advancement is, and just to start thinking about 2 people that might benefit from Shakeology or a challenge pack that they could get signed up either just for discount coaching or even a business coach if they have someone in mind. But just to start thinking about it so they can start getting those leads and all those benefits that you get from being Emerald as well. So those are the main things that we cover in Getting Started Right calls. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to go over, but I think that's it, Sam, because I think you covered mostly everything while I was gone.
Yeah, no, I apologize.
Don't apologize. I'm glad you did. I didn't even know if I was going to make it back. I was like, I sure hope she's talking about it. I don't know if this is happening.
No, you're good. A couple of things I want to add to this call. Last call we kind of talked about affirmations, and talking about, 3 things we're grateful for now, 3 things that we're grateful in the future, and 5 things that we're grateful, as a coach, or placing that mindset. But another thing is too, when we, in the lead series, the video, she talked about, kind of writing a letter to yourself, and, kind of writing a letter to yourself of where you're at in the business. And this is in the future. So I'm a 1-star diamond, and just, kind of going from there, what do you look like? How many coaches do you have? What's your weekly income? What rank are you? And so it's placing yourself in the future. That way you have that much more self-confidence, and kind of, it's weird. It's like, it's mentally, but it actually does work. Like writing those affirmations out every single morning before I do my power hour, something about it just makes me think like, oh, I'm a successful coach already. Like I'm just going to keep on going and keep building my business. It's awesome. But I just want to make sure that everyone, is able to tell their story, make sure that you know how to communicate your story to everyone that you're talking to. What are the specific things that convinced you to become a coach? What are your goals that you have? What do you hope Beachbody will do for you? And these are important things to kind of ask yourself, because that makes it that much easier to talk to someone who is brand new at this whole, Beachbody coaching opportunity. So, yeah, that's that. Does anyone have any kind of questions whatsoever? You can unmute yourself and we can have a little discussion for the last time.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you signed up, let's say you only signed up 2, like, because when you first get to Emerald, and one person's only a coach for like 2 or 3 months, and then they like disable their account, do you go back down or no? Like if you still only had those 2?
Yeah, unfortunately that does happen sometimes.
Yeah.
If you only have 2 coaches, one on your right and one on your left, and someone does cancel on you, your rank will go back down.
Hopefully
it happened to me when I first rank advanced. Like the following week, one of my coaches canceled, and I was like, I was still very new to the business, so I was like devastated, and I was like writing my coach like, what's gonna happen? Am I gonna lose my rank? Unfortunately, it does happen, but try not to be like discouraged by it. You just have to find those people that are going to be, the ones that stick it out and are lifers like us.
And that's why it's so important to always continue to talk to everyone every single day, because you don't want to rely on just 2 people or 3 people to get that rank advancements. You want to constantly recruit, constantly talk to everyone. And I was going to say something and it just totally slipped my mind. But yeah, definitely keep on looking for people. That way, if someone does fall off, then they fall off, and you don't have to really worry about it. It's a good question.
Exactly. And, like what Sam said, it's important to always be recruiting, always be looking for coaches, because even when you have coaches that are, you're like, oh, this person's not going to be quitting anytime soon. You never know. You don't want to rely on one specific person or 2 specific people. You want to be secure in knowing that you don't want to have to log into your office every single day and be like, your heart, like, oh, are they about to go inactive? You don't want to do that, because this job isn't about being stressed out. It's about being happy and free and being able to do what you love. So keep recruiting and finding people that are passionate about this business like you, and it will pay off. So yeah, that's anybody have any more questions?
Courtney, are you still on? Or Ashley?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm here. Courtney, I'm just taking it all in.
No problem. Do you have any questions or anything that you thought of that while we were talking that came to mind?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, that's fine. No worries.
So on a scale from 1 to 10, Courtney and Chelsea, 10 being very confident, 1 being not confident whatsoever. You don't have 1 ounce of confidence in recruiting. Right now, how comfortable are you?
I'm at like a 4.
So Courtney, you said you're at a 4.
4.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Chelsea?
Yeah, like a 6.
Like a 6?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you, Courtney, first. What is it that you don't feel comfortable with?
I guess just because like I have just started using the products. Like I did P90X a while ago, but like I just got my first Shakeology when I signed up to be a coach.
Okay.
So sometimes I just don't feel like I have enough personal results, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like my own
Your own
story.
transformation.
Yeah.
There's an awesome video on Lindsay Stay, and I'll post it in the post or Push to Gym group. I don't know if you've watched it, but it's about transformation. I didn't have a transformation when I started coaching. And so, it's very important to, just because you don't have a transformation doesn't mean that you can't coach or you can't reach out to people. So don't let that get in your way, because you're going to be an awesome coach and you're going to inspire so many people.
And just know that your confidence will build over time, because me and Sam started out the same way. I mean, I started out as a 1 with recruiting, maybe even a 0. So just know that it's normal, and that tuning into these calls and doing the assignments that we give you is going to help you tremendously. It's just one of those things. Coming out of your comfort zone is terrifying and super uncomfortable at first, but once you do it, it's like, oh, that wasn't that bad. So just keep doing what you're doing. You guys are doing awesome. So
yes.
Woo-hoo. And the thing said we had less than a minute left, I think way more than a minute ago. So I think it might be lying. Or it stopped recording. I'm not sure what's happening.
Yeah, we'll probably get kicked off or something, but it's okay. It's all right.
Yeah, it's fine.
So if you guys don't have any other questions, have a great evening and have a great Wednesday. And if you do, don't hesitate to reach out to